So brother me, they do me, ay. So wait your girls to do me, ay. So Mozambique, they do me, ay. Angola people do me, ay. Me and you, we like to make money. When I get money, I like to chop money. Me and you, we like to make money. When I get money, I like to chop money. Everywhere I go, they put their eyes on. All right. Okay. Now 8 o'clock. Everywhere I go, they put their eyes on me. Okay. If I ever do you wrong, accept apology. I met the people do me, you other people do me, yeah, people do me, my uni girls do me, me and you, we like to make money. When I get money, I like to chop money. Me and you, we like to make money. When I get money, I like to chop money. To give me the money that I'm using. Hi Mo. Paul say yes, you are here. Welcome to the show. Hi everyone. Thank you always for being on time. So what I'm doing now is sharing, because I logged in at exactly 8 o'clock. So what I'm doing now is sharing. So if you can kindly share and just give me a few minutes to share as well, that would be greatly appreciated. Hi Cynthia. Thank you guys so much for being on time. So please share. And we'll just give it another three minutes or so, and then we start. Thank you. And I'll leave you with Fish, Cameroon's latest rapper. And my baby, they like wash me, then I'm happy. I'm a kudu, na me be kudu, you jump my kudu, she been the kululu, hey, a kululu, on a problem kudu. Swat you in done man, swat you in boot man, yam a kudu, na me be kudu, you jump my kudu, she been the kululu, hey, a kululu, on a problem kudu. Swat you in done man, swat you in boot man. Take it go to petit comme ça, tu vas manger ça de Vita Cola. Tu vas boire de cachet de petits guinées. Appétit, et maintenant tu vas travailler, sachant que tu as volé. Maintenant tu vas travailler, sachant que tu as escroqué. Maintenant la vie à ma koudou, na mi pi koudou, tu tombes ma koudou, j'ai fait le kouloulou, et un kouloulou, on a problème pour tout coup. Soit tu es un man, soit tu es un man, y'a ma koudou, na mi pi koudou, tu tombes ma koudou, j'ai fait le kouloulou, et un kouloulou, on a problème pour tout coup. Soit tu es un man, soit tu es un man. C'est qui dit quoi tout petit comme ça, mais elle est forte, elle est forte. C'est qui dit quoi tout petit comme ça, mais elle est forte, now when I make a travel for Dubai. Enter Dubai, but he don't fit buy. When I be make a fit to travel, but I do die. Enter Dubai, but I go Dubai, na success. I got this success, but ballerina, you be safe to catch it. You gonna back, back for the money. Yamakudu, na me be kudu, you jump my kudu, she can kululu, hey, kululu, on a problem. Thank you for joining, guys. We're just trying to quickly share, and then we'll be right here. I'll be right with you in about 2 minutes. Thank you so much for your patience. Hi, Patience. Hi, Ruth. Welcome to the show. Hi, Mabel. Wow. Welcome to the show. I'm so glad you're here today. You're listening to Fish Auntie Kirikou, the Cameroonian singer. Hi everyone. I've never kept you guys waiting this long. Hello, welcome to the show. Hi Fedina. Thank you guys again. I officially welcome you to the Woman Experience with myself, Goretti. And for those who are joining us new, because a few names I don't think I've seen them show on our lives. This is the Woman Experience with Goretti, and our show is every Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. GMT+1, which is British Summer Time right now, and same time with Cameroon and I think most of West Africa. So, and it's 3 p.m. Eastern. That's in the US, and it's 1 p.m. in Calgary, that area of Canada, Edmonton, so west of Canada. So if you want to spread the word, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, because lots of people are joining in. I will get the Woman Experience, what it is about for those who are new to it. Hi Daisy, hi Ethel, thank you guys for joining. The Woman Experience is, again, what we're trying to create is a community, which is a judgment-free community where we learn from each other through our experiences. So that's how you tell your friends and invite them to our shows every Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. Come to the Woman Experience. It's a community we're building where we just have conversations and we learn from people's experiences through those conversations. So come join us, come one, come all. Our guest for tonight, he certainly needs no introduction, but as usual with my Cameroonian guests, I always find that things don't go smoothly. And as I was trying to apologize to you guys last night, it's really hard for me as a filmmaker to have a platform where I don't talk about film, because that's who I am primarily, and yeah, and authentically too. So I decided to use this platform as well, not just to talk about what we as women experience and go through, but also to use this platform to promote our filmmaking industry in Cameroon. I mean, that's the least I can do for the work that we all put in. So Alenne is joining us from Douala, and guess what? He said that they took the lights. So Eneo did what they normally do. And so he's in a taxi rushing to someone else's house or some other location where he can get regular lights, because he needs that for us to be able to see his face. So he's there now. Well, he should be there, and he said in about 5 minutes. So I don't know whether to start. I don't know whether you have any questions you want to ask me in that time while we wait for Alenne, because what we want to talk about, I think, is very interesting. Now, you guys all know Alenne. Alenne is such a character that I don't want to give anything out or let the cat out the bag yet. I just want him to come and let us have that conversation. So while we wait, Wendy, thank you for joining. Tessie, Auntie Bebe, Loveline, Jingo, hi Loveline. Gaby, thank you. Sir Jenny Moore, thank you. Atem, thank you guys all so much for joining. I'm going to ask you to be real patient with us while Alenne connects from Cameroon. But in the meantime, if you have any questions that you've ever wanted to ask, here is your opportunity. Let's have a quick chat and introduction. If you are currently, you're definitely watching me on Facebook. If you want to seize this opportunity to just jump on the call and have a chat with me, I'm very open to that. But I decided not to have, I decided to be patient with Alenne because I think that he has so much to offer us. And the things that I really want to talk to him about, I think that there are things that would benefit all of us. Jackie, you're too sweet. Thank you. But like I said, every time while we wait for a guest, is this anybody? Loveline, Gaby, Sejoni Moore, Jackie, if you want to jump on, let's have a chat while we wait for Alenne. I'm very, very happy to do that. FL, so let me know in the comments, and I'm just going to send you the link, and then we chat while we wait for our main guest of tonight. But he's definitely going to be there, that I'm sure. I'm constantly calling just to check. So it's recording an audio. So yeah, let me know if you want to jump on the chat while I wait for Alenne. This is a voicemail from Alenne, so I'll listen to that.
Oh, should I go to that link?
Yes. Click. Great. So he's there. He's about to log on now. This is good. So I'm just telling him to click on the link and enter broadcast so we can start. And thank you for being patient. Appreciate that very much. Hi. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Just be there feeding. Okay, I will try. You didn't come here to just see my face, did you? No, you came here to listen and and hopefully learn something through our shared experience. Thank you, Rachel. She says, great initiative, Goretti. Love the discourse. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for coming. We can't wait to dive into this one. Just be there. Hello, Loveline. Hello. I know some of you may want to drop off and come back, but don't drop off for too long, please. Come back because he's logging in. So maybe get yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever it is you want, and come and get yourself settled in. Yes, namesake, we are waiting in joyful hope. Yes, we are. And he's here. Hey, I'm so happy. You see how happy I am. So our guest is here. He certainly, like I said, needs no introduction if you are a fan of the Cameroon film industry. So please join me. Welcome, Alenne Menget. Me.
Am I already on? Am I live?
Yes, you are live. You are. You're okay. Live. Yes.
I'm sorry. We had power failure where I was, so I had to rush to a different location. This is Cameroon. We expect power shortages, you know.
Yes, we do. And which sometimes is really unfortunate, because a lot of the times when I get my guests from Cameroon, there's so much they want to say, but this internet, I hope that yours is going to be a lot better though.
Mine was to be the best because I was planning to talk from home where I have
Wi-Fi.
Constant Wi-Fi, but then never mind. Go along. We could get breakages, but I will try to fix them.
Of course, so guys, you know how you know somebody, but Alenne and I are colleagues in the film industry, and I know him like that, like an actor. But when I extended you this invitation to come on the show, and you told me, and you honored it, you gladly accepted. I had to go do some research, some background research, and I was blown away. Alenne, I don't know why I've never thought to like look into you and look. This man he's a comedian. He's an investigative journalist. He's not just a journalist, like he's an investigative journalist. He's an actor. He's an entrepreneur. He's a producer. He's a director. What else? What else am I missing, Alenne?
He's a cook.
And now he's a chef.
He's a multi-instrumentalist. Plays the piano. That's the best he does.
Wow.
Plays the piano. Loves playing jazz. Sings some good jazz when he's fun.
So you know what? When I read all these things about you, the first thing that came to me was I wanted to go back into your childhood. I was so curious to know how you were raised. Like, Who nurtured these gifts? Where did these gifts come from?
Well, I'm sure it came from my grandfather, because my father
It's breaking. It's breaking. It's breaking.
Than me in the arts, because he was born. Yeah, so my father was one of the first Cameroonian actors.
Oh.
He had a master's degree in the arts before I was born.
Wow.
He was a lecturer and a dramatist at ENS and lots of secondary schools. He did Macbeth and all the other dramas. They opened the PPA, which was the first Anglophone drama group in the Northwest region with Tangier Sumfor. And at a very young age, I was taken to play the role of a child who was open-minded. Then he did radio programs on drama and theater that I had played the role of a child. That gave me confidence at the age of up to 12. And most importantly, in conflict with my mother, that I wanted to do music. He went once to London for a course and bought me a piano, and that piano changed my life. My mother was very angry because she wanted to be a doctor.
Alenne, I want to interrupt you. I'm going to interrupt you. What was your father's name?
My father's name is John Menget. JT Man is a widely well-read person known by lots of writers around the world.
Okay, I just want you to be aware that it's breaking.
He died.
Oh dear. So Alenne, I'm gonna remove him from the stream, maybe so that he reconnects, because there's so much I want to learn. So did anyone ever know of this JT Menget, Alenne's dad? Wow.
Okay.
Alenne, are you back? Yeah, you're back. You're back, right? Cameroon is not going to do that to us, not today, because there's so much. Okay, I'm bringing you back, Alenne.
Wi-Fi would have been better. Yeah, so to get it fast, I had that kind of time where I was told by my father, a free-minded person who could listen to everything life. At a certain point, I started to go to school, because to me, at that point, I knew what I was doing. I wanted to be the biggest jazz singer. I wanted to dance Michael Jackson.
Alenne, can you speak a bit louder? Can you speak a bit louder?
I wanted to be the biggest jazz singer. I wanted to play the role of Michael Jackson.
Okay.
My mother insisted that I had to go to school. So when I found myself in school, I wanted to give my mother a degree in journalism. But I couldn't. She wanted that. Today.
Yeah. But what did you say? Try Cameroon Network. I know Cameroon, now let us be great. And like I was saying, people keep asking me why I keep getting guests from Cameroon, but then that's where our actors are. That's where our film practitioners are. So if I really want to promote them, we have to try. So I plead your indulgence. I ask you to be patient, and hopefully MTN or Orange will have mercy on us. We're back. We're back live. Sorry, my dear.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, so that's pretty my first story. So in show business, I started it from a long. You don't get me?
Not clearly, no.
Yeah, I'm saying that I started show business a long time ago. So long.
Wow. So I think I heard you say you wanted to be Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I passed through all the levels in show business. I passed through the piano level. After learning piano, I passed through the R&B. We sang the best songs after the 90s. After that, I passed through the rap. I rapped better than Tupac Shakur in my vernacular then. But there was no money. There was no money in the game for us. After that, the frustration came in journalism, and I opened the biggest radio stations in this country. I think the first 3 radio stations as a manager, and looked at the program schedule as Ocean City Radio, Lakeside Radio, Ababa FM. Those are the first radio stations. I was their first manager and the creator. And at a certain point in a news conference, I was challenged by some intellectual from the University of Ghana that when I was criticizing that Nigerians do not know how to do movies because they barely know how to speak English. And so at that point, I was challenged and I made a lot of noise, and I enrolled in my first movie, The Sacrament, that I ended up being the protagonist. And that particular movie is the first Cameroonian movie that went up, that flew. It was done, it was a Cameroonian Nigerian joint venture.
Joint collaboration.
I was the pastor there and I was protagonist. Thereafter, I decided to drop movie.
Yeah.
After TV career, I came back to movie, and I think I picked up first position. Best African actor, best Cannes actor, best Hollywood film actor. So,
Alenne, you're a very, very confident guy.
I don't know if it's confident, it's me.
You're
not somebody who understands.
You're
somebody who understands the world, and I know myself. I am blessed by God. I am very talented. I know everything. I see a lot of mistakes that a lot of people do within my business. I'm a very positive thinker. I don't call it confidence. I'm doing exactly what I can do. I have a strong, very powerful experience. I have a very powerful past. I sit at home and laugh and project what is going to happen, which could be doomed and nice in people's careers in show business from their character, and it happens. It's not spiritual, it's just experience. So it's not confident. It's the amount of time I spend in this business. So
let me interrupt you for a minute. I think ask the audience if you can hear you, because I can. So yes, half of everything you said, and I think we need to say to the most of that discussion. So should we try and reconnect with my voice is echoing as well?
You are echoing right now, yes. You are echoing. What's going on?
Because of the second time I reconnected. You have two gadgets on.
Do I have?
Do you have two phones on?
No, one phone.
Okay, because it's just you reconnected.
No, it's just one phone. I mean, I've never even had two phones.
Should we try and reconnect it and see?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So I'll take you off. Yeah. So let me take him off and he reconnects, and then hopefully it'll be better. So Alenne, reconnect. Get off now and then you reconnect. Yeah, thank you. Guys, yeah, I couldn't hear him as well. And obviously he's a man who has so much to say. Maria, thank you so much. My namesake, Maria Goretti, is saying you're doing the right thing by bringing in guests from Cameroon. Charity begins at home. So, yeah, he sounds like a Gemini, doesn't he? But he's not actually. I actually looked up his horoscope, and he is a Pisces. I always thought I thought this guy must be Gemini, but he's not. He's Pisces. I found that very interesting as well. So somebody says, yes, I knew Mr. John Menget, Alenne's father, acted with him in the movie Peace Offering. We were members of Africa Roots production. He was a good actor. Wow. Are you serious? See, I just learned something new. I never knew we had like a giant like that in the film industry, Mr. John Menget. I see. I'm really excited. I hope he comes back and it's a lot better, and so we can have this conversation, because he's a guy who has so much to say. And I'm not here to ask the typical questions, the film industry, whatever. I just really want to know this guy, because he presented as such an enigma to me when I was doing the research. And like I was telling him, he's a very confident man. And I was very surprised to find out he's not as old as he presents himself. So I have all these questions that I want to ask him, and all these things I want to talk to him about that I'm sure we're all curious to. So I hope he comes back soon. In the meantime, so many new people. Nick, hi. Thank you for joining. So many people are here. Hi, Inda. Welcome. So we're just talking to Alenne Menget, our guest from Cameroon, but unfortunately, we had some issues, technical issues with the connection. So he's trying to reconnect and then we'll continue the conversation. But yeah, so he was just telling us that he's the son of, and someone else is saying his father used to be a teacher in GBS's Bamenda, and his father used to be an actor. He really is one of Cameroon's like greats. There's so much I want to ask him about. This just shows you, look at the number of trophies that he holds, and he just doesn't hold them in Cameroon. He also, across Africa, he's one of the first non-Ghanaian actors to win a Ghana movie award, like lead actor. He is that talented. This is him on stage in Ghana and repping Cameroon. So, I mean, there's so much. And for you, those of you who don't know, he actually has, one of these, the order, what they call this thing? Ordre de la Valeur. What's it in English again? One of the presidential orders that was conferred on him a few years ago. I really hope he can reconnect so that we continue this conversation. Otherwise, it'll be a shame. In the meantime, if he cannot reconnect, I've got Inda, I've got Nick, I've got Jerome, I've got quite a few people. So I'm going to be, if anybody wants to join us in the meantime, while Leonard tries to reconnect, if you've got any burning conversation that you've been wondering, I wonder why we don't talk about this. This is your opportunity. Just let me know in the comments and I'll just send you the link and then we can jump up. And you can jump on. See? Yes, we used to call him Pa Danga. Danga. Don't ask me why. Okay. Yeah. So he's connecting. He's here now, but I'm waiting for his audio and picture to connect, and then hopefully it'll be better. See, I tend to be superstitious, and sometimes I think that every time I have a guest, someone they wish me. Does anybody think that? It's like somebody doesn't want the show to go on. You're here now. Hi. No, oh dear. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Can you? Hello? I can't hear you. Let's try again. Alenne, speak. Oh dear. Okay, you have a burning passion for cooking, Clementine. Is he still into his cooking passion? Yes. We can't hear you, Alenne. Can you hear me? Wow, what's the matter now? You see, someone don't turn pot. It says you're muted. Can you unmute? You're muted. Your microphone is muted. Yes, can you unmute it? And I didn't mute you. Okay, his mic wasn't connected. So I think he's going to retry again. So some person there somewhere, right, where it turn pot, say this conversation is not going to hold. It turn pot. I beg, off fire. Let's have this conversation, please. Because right now I'm very superstitious. Like with most of my guests from Cameroon, when we do our prep, it goes really well until the last minute, and then this is when this happens. So hey, guys, any takers? He's back. I really hope this time it goes through. I'm trying to connect his. But meanwhile, I need somebody. Yes, Ether, you know nothing for the tone pot. And then I'm adding you to the stream. It's still muted. It's muted still. Hey, hey, hey. We bind you. We can't hear you this time. We have to bind them. Or Tessie, help me. Let's start praying. Meanwhile, I need a taker right now. Seriously, I need a taker. So because the show must go on. It really must go on. We can't let this go. Ethel, do you want to jump on? Who is there? Rain Camfield, do you want to jump on? I can send you the link. Inda, do you want to jump on? Any takers? Any takers? Just let me know in the comments and I'll send you the link. Thank you. Right on a piece of paper for him to read. I'm bringing him back. Any luck? Still muted. Oh, this is a shame, isn't it? Stephanie, you're not late. We can't hear Alenne. We can't hear you. Alino, nada your glasses for your head, don't make volume. I don't know. Speak. So today, what I wanted to talk about, meanwhile, yes, Cameroon heard a sound. Still can't hear you, Alenne. We still can hear you. Still can hear him. So, okay, one of the things, I mean, apart from finding out all the interesting things that Alenne does, one of the things I really wanted to talk today about is our orientation as artists, our orientations, because as filmmakers, I mean, growing up, we know that I think one of the questions I have is, do you think that you got good academic and professional orientation that was within your abilities and your skills? Do you think that you were oriented well enough within your natural abilities and skill set? And did that help you in what you're doing today? Because he's on mute right now. He's not even showing. Bella says, I think he's on mute. I don't know. I don't think he is. Right now, it's just frozen, actually. See, it's just frozen. So he can hear me, Clementine. He can hear me very well, but we can't hear him on this side. So, but anyway, so that's one of the conversations I wanted us to have today. Our academic and professional orientations. Do you think that they did a good enough job orientating us, our families, our teachers? Did how you were orientated as a child, did it affect who you became as an adult professionally? Did it? So that's the conversation that I wanted us to have today. So what do you guys think? So if your parents say, like Alenne said, his dad was an actor and got him to start acting at a very young age and guided him in that, and so he eventually became an actor. Was that the same for you? Like for me personally, my parents wanted me to be a medical doctor because I was good in math, I was good in biology, chemistry, and physics. And they didn't know that all I want every day, I had a very vivid imagination. I had a very creative imagination. I was always writing stories, I had literal worlds in my head, but my parents didn't know that at all. They just saw how I performed academically and tried to push me in that direction. And sadly, I failed them. So what do you guys think? So you're back. I'm going to try him one last time. Fingers crossed.
It's not going to be one last time. It's
now. Oh my God. I'm going to work with that. When you're talking, yeah? Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Clearly now.
Yes, I'm outside. I had to restart the phone.
Asha. To take them off.
To the point, please.
Sorry?
See, my glasses do it here.
Take your glasses off. That's what not
Superstitious?
I am. Yeah. I find I was talking about I was asking the audience because we didn't really talk of what you said about your father and how he encouraged you. If you can talk about that again, I was asking you where your influences are, and you were talking about your father.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
But we didn't hear you. So can you repeat it?
About my father? You didn't hear me talk about my papa?
We didn't. We just said a little bit. Okay.
But do you hear me now? Okay, I'm saying that I was greatly encouraged by my father, who was, I think, better off than me in this business. He was a little bit more composed than me, and he was more gentle, more humble. He already had a degree in this business in school before he ever gave birth to me. And he spent the rest of his life trying to train me. So they had the first drama group in the Northwest region, PPA, Palace Production Association. And I was the kid who was playing the role of the kid with him and Tangian Sulfor and other folks then. They had a radio program. Then there were no TVs. That he would take me to do drama shows. The radio program was on poetry and drama. He was a lecturer at the university. So I used those opportunities. He was also a lay teacher. I did a lot of literature teaching in the secondary schools.
Yeah, somebody Amanda.
So at a very young age, I knew what I wanted, although orientations are difficult to get here. My mother didn't want to buy that. My mother wanted me to get to be a doctor. And my father's trip, he went for another course in London, I think when I was about 12. And I pleaded, he got me a piano. He got me a piano that changed my life. By the time we were going through secondary school, I was already playing the piano. And I loved a lot of jazz. So I passed through the piano, through the late R&B, to the rap world, from the rap world to the jazz world. That's what I know most, the jazz world. Yeah. I had to go to school because my mother wanted me to go to school. And what will I do in school if I don't join the gift of the gap? The gift of talking. That's why I concentrated a lot on my arts. So by the time I had to become a journalist, I had to become an investigative journalist because my mother wanted me to be, at least get back to school. So while
Alenne, sorry to this you are one of the because you are one of the who got really your was there. You became the Can you hear me, Alenne? Can you hear me? He can't hear me. Why am I laughing? Do you guys know? Oh my God. Alenne, are you back? Okay, you're back. I'm going to try it again. Can you hear me? Hey. Okay, guys, it's time. Let's put our hands together and start singing and clapping and praying. Because at this point, we need prayer warriors in the house. Where are prayer warriors? I can't hear you. We can't hear you, Alenne. Prayer warriors, it's time. We can't hear you. We cannot. No. No, we can't hear you. So I'm going to take him off. Prayer warriors, make yourselves known, please. Thank you. We need to pray. We need to pray. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. There's so many. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And I do understand some people who are dropping off because obviously we can't hear Alenne and we are really trying our best. We're really trying our best. We've been reconnecting, and it is what it is. So I'm going to throw it out to you guys now. If you still want to have this conversation, if you think this is something up your alley and you can talk about it, let's talk about orientation, how we're oriented, how we're orientated as children, and how it affected who we are today and our professional lives and all of that good stuff. So any takers, I'll send you the link straight away. Meanwhile, Alenne is back, so let's try one again. Hey, we can hear you now. Yeah. We can hear you now. Can you hear us? Or me? Okay, you know what, Alenne, why don't you join us via without the video, because I kind of feel like it's the video that's making, maybe that's taking a lot of bandwidth. Why don't you join us without the video, so we just have an audio conversation, if that will work? Thank you guys for the suggestion. That's actually Ifwa Nas suggestion. And so many people are joining us for the first time. It's not always like this. You're very welcome to the Woman Experience with me, Goretti, and this is episode 16. So if it's your first time, you've missed 16 episodes, which are available on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is the Goretti Experience. They're also available on our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is the Goretti Experience. So you can go back and watch some really amazing conversations that we've had. Some have been very heated, some have been very exciting, some have been very educative. And like the last few ones, the last conversation we had, the feedback was amazing. So he's back, and I hope that this is the final one. Speak. No. No. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, my head is, I'm trying to think of what to do. I'm trying to think, should we, since I have no takers for tonight, and I don't know how to talk by myself, I always need someone to have a conversation with. So I'm thinking, if we try him one last time and we don't get him, I will just call it a day, I guess, and then we will redo this on Wednesday at 8 p.m. This happens. So for those, all these new people, King, Franklin, Dominic, thank you guys so much for coming to the show, to the Woman Experience. I can call him, yeah, but I don't know if it's going to be, let me try an audio of a WhatsApp call. So he can say bye. That's what I'm doing, calling him on WhatsApp. Where are my prayer warriors at? Okay. He's not picking up, so something's definitely wrong with the network, because even the WhatsApp call is not going through. So that tells me something's certainly wrong. And yeah. So, but thank you guys. Honestly, yeah, I still, quite a number of you are still hoping that this conversation continues, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for your support. And one last time, does anybody want to come and have a conversation for the next 20 minutes, or should we call it a day? I'll leave it up to you, because you're my guests. So what are we saying? Leave the comments. Leave the comments. Let's know what we're doing. Are there any takers, or should we call it a night? What, okay, is it that I can't see any? Let's do a question and answer session. Great, I'm open to that. So, like I asked, guys, okay, let's still have that. I can come and interview you, no thanks. Don't interview me, let's talk. I have the link, Helen. Do you want to, I'll send it to you right away. So, okay, let's have a question and answer session. What do you want to ask me? I'm very open to that. While I send to the link to Helen, we only have we'll have about 15 minutes and then or 20 minutes. So what do you want to know? Oh yes, Adeline is here. But if you have any questions for me, let me know. And Helen, Epo, I'm sending you the link right now. If you just click on that link, type your name, and then you enter broadcast. There you go. I'll send it to you. Any other person? Adeline Seder, Adeline, whom we know so well in the community. She's launched the 10th edition of her magazine Fab Freak, and I think Alenne is trying again. Oh.
Talk this time. I'm live for some project. I'm here, and I prayed to God, all the Batibo gods.
Okay. Let's more. Read up. So,
if anything cuts here, ladies and gentlemen, I find this program very interesting. It was supposed to be done in my home where we have Wi-Fi, but light went off almost immediately. Don't laugh at us. I enjoy this country. Our bad habits are even better off than some other African countries. Don't ask me questions. I'm used to the insult. If you want to insult that, I don't have a generator, just go on. So I'm used to those. So if you want to hear, because I'm not even seeing where the comments are to be seeing who could have, because if I were seeing, I would have known who has pinned it. So let's use this time and get flow. But I would want us to get another day, and we pray that light does not get off, and we do it. But right now, let's do what we can do, please.
We'll do it again. Knowing what you know, what would you advise?
What would I advise who?
You're 13 years old.
13 years old for 13 years? Yeah, I would tell them that they have come from one of the worst mentalities in the world. They've come from where lots of people have refused to grow. And so they have to stay strong and be determined on what they want to push on. They've come from the biggest losers on earth. They've come from a society where you don't have the rich people. You have a future population of the people who are trying to criticize people who want to do things for themselves. And so they should be very strong and realize that they can do it. Tell them that I say that I made it in life, even if I die today, because I had to pass through the most dangerous routes in life. I picked up scandals from my own very colleagues who claimed even that I raped kids and the rest. I've never brought their names. They will hear things about them they've never committed, insofar as they are talented. I tell them that in this business, the called show business, you have a majority of the people who are there to destroy you. We come from that place where there is no support. Until when I started traveling the world, moving around, that I realized that Americans grew because they support any sort of startup. If you have your child who is doing something, they support you. Here, they drag you. If they don't see anything faulty, they go and look for somebody in your family to come and drag you down. I'll tell them to be very introvert. Don't tell their things to people, and they need to plan. I'll tell them they always have a plan B, a plan C, until they go back to plan A, until they come back to 1, 2, 3, to plan 100, because we need to be very slippery. I am here talking because I've worked on all the plans. I've worked on the journalism plan. I've worked on the movie plan. I worked on the cooking plan. I'm working on the music plan. And so I am like, Amoeba, you can't catch me on any plan. I know how to abandon it when I am at the peak. I know how to start it when I'm at the primaries. I know how to invest in the next business. So the most important thing they need to know is that their background is the worst background on earth, including family members. They will destroy your orientation. A lot of people who do not know you will stop you from doing what you want to do. That is the best. A lot of people who do not know your IQ will try to make you look less. They will make you hate your talent. They will make you inferior. A society that does never ever sees good, even amongst us who are in the actors or in the field in entertainment. Right inside your own house in entertainment field, 90% will drag you down. Have local competitors. They will compete with you negatively. They will try to pull you down, but I'm happy. Once you make it in life, they will start respecting you. They will be scared to get close to you. They will now call you. They will adore you. So just tell those 13-year-old people that they got a long way to go, but they need to stay steadfast. They need to stay strong. They need to know that the day they start shining, a very close friend of them will bring a scandal on their name. They need to know that the day they start shining, somebody will go and dig what the father did 2 years ago and bring forth. They need to know that when they start shining, enemies will parade and pretend that they are best friends. But all they need to do is to keep going, stay focused, and keep going. Because this fucking show business, I don't use the word fuck always, it's not on Facebook, it's not in the social media, it's in the wallet, it's in the pocket. The show is here, but you need to get this to survive. And if you stay there and you want to listen to all their stories, they will push you down. If somebody is telling you, go for the fame, warn the person, if the fame will not bring money in the next 10 years, then we'll work on plans, 5-year development plan, 10-year development plan. I have businesses today, not because I did fame, not because I took on a loan, but because I took 1,000 and kept in the bank. And if you got to 10 million, I will open a new business because I know my society.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. Because I know these people. I am a challenge to this generation. And I mean, today, I don't, like you were saying, confident. Yes, I'm confident because I owe nobody a franc, and I'm not planning to beg food tomorrow morning or a favor yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can we fire Alenne like fire? No, but you paint such a sad picture. Really bad picture. Like everybody was Alenne.
No. Don't push the whole Cameroon into our sadness. It's not the whole Cameroon. It's just a typical character of we Anglophones. I don't know a lot about Francophones because I don't have their time. I'm talking about my immediate people.
Anglophones.
And my immediate surrounding, the entertainers, and my immediate people. It's a fight between the successful and the unsuccessful. The unsuccessful have become so depressed, but they appear on Facebook and smile, but they cannot hide their depression, so they have to start pulling people down. A majority of these people, I don't know if it's the system or what could be psychologically dealing with them, that depression has become the order of the day. Unfortunately for us, we don't have those doctors that treat depression here, and majority of the people who are depressed don't even know they are depressed. Go on to Facebook and see somebody who looks like a scarecrow. God punished you from the first day you were born. You don't look good. You are insulting Alenne Menget that he is old. People, I'm sure, will never get to 33. You look at them, you know they will never get to 43. Where in the world where people want to associate people's age with what they do? It's only here. And you guess what? These so-called people have gone to the university. I don't know what they read in the university. Is it just history and geography and nothing got into your mind? You understand? You get some kind of situations where on the beginning of any new project, I started succeeding in project when I told nobody my next move. Because they will finish you the very day you tell your move. They will laugh at you. They will mimic you. They will go to the neighborhood and say that fool thinks he can do this. Don't trust them. But the problem I finally got to realize is it's a very, how do they call it? How do they call this kind of people? They are very angry, sad. The people are so sad. They are very angry. They are just so angry with themselves. It could also be our educational background because a lot of us went to grammar school. And you know, grammar school is out of date. It's not fashionable anymore. So in the majority of becoming lots of degree holders in English, literature, history, math, you don't blame them. Where do you start finding a job? So for those of us who now took show business, we have to be in pain. Inside the show business, there is fufu and there is chekere. The fufu, there are some. The majority of them you see them on Facebook writing, how will a human being not eat from morning to night because you're looking for a possibility to drag some other persons down?
Okay, wait. Specifically film industry or in general.
No.
Somebody said to be a lot more successful, especially for a wealthy.
Pardon?
You need to be a lot more successful, especially for a wealthy.
No. That's where we all make mistakes. I just saw that comment coming. That person who wrote that thing should work on himself. I'm tired of what people think. What I think matters to me. That's where his limit ends. His limit ends on what he thinks, but he tells me I should. Who made his voice over my voice? Who made him think that? No, listen to me. Who made you? Who made you think that his own voice to you leave? There's a way of talking it. Can you? So at this moment, the moment and the things I've gone through, there is nobody who commands what I need to do. Because our society is a step down society.
What do you think our society is a step down society? Why? Why is our society like
I don't know. Pardon? See, I'll give you an example. How many people celebrate? How many good comments would you see here? Go watch it.
Different community.
Have you been able to make millions in this business?
Me personally?
Yes.
At least the money
Yeah, so when they are talking about good comments, there are some people who want to think that getting through a society is going to romance them. Time is over for that. You understand? Okay. I took 2 years to do comedy for people for free, some of them have never appreciated. You understand? You need to stand firm. Pardon?
Everybody knows inquiry.
No. Those are the jokes. I'm telling you the realities. Those inquiry things, I do it for myself and you entertain some people. No one will come. A few will come. The rest will come. They always have this their method, especially those who have traveled abroad. For a well-traveled man like you, I expect you to. You go get an interview and talk. You understand? Don't sit in your comfortable telephones and start telling people what you expect them to do. That's our society. You have 90% of people criticizing and 1% creating. So the 90% are always there to criticize those who have created. So I don't pick out.
No, you can't deny that.
Yeah. So we get to a point that if we must grow, people have to stand on their dreams, forget those negative asides. I personally don't read comments on Facebook after I drop my post because they really do not matter. I already know the people that I get their comments. Once I feed my eyes through, I already know those important people who are positive. I go through, and once I see some of those negatives, I know the block button. They are not supposed to be part of my life. I just block them. They're actually not supposed to be anywhere around. I already know. So some of those things, like you were asking me, and we're still on that, for a 13-year-old child, be careful. You're going to meet ups and downs. You need to go straight. Forget what they say. Forget when somebody comes online and starts telling you because you are well traveled, you're supposed to be that. Forget it. And you were created. You're better than Michael Jackson. You're greater than the biggest American basketball player. Don't let any Cameroonian let you look at yourself less. Don't let any person come to tell you that you're supposed to do this because you've traveled. You own this world, young 13-year-old. You own this world, you own your life. Make sure what you're doing is right. Pray every morning, stay on it, don't hurt other people, don't go negative. You're going to be a great person.
I watched an interview. And this is just talking about people. So I watched an interview in 2000 on a show called Random. You can hear me. Something said in your own come home and believe that yes, and our around, and you refer to as liar. And you know you're from what you said now, I get the feeling like there's a bit of disdain that you have to.
There's a bit of what?
Disdain.
I have traveled. I've seen a couple of them. Wonderful people. The majority of them cause the biggest problems we have in this country. The majority of them lie the personality idea of this country. The majority of them who have enjoyed the race of the pounds and the dollars think that money is what is supposed to control the rest of the people in this country. The majority of them despise this country. They make this country look like shit. Whereas if you go into their private houses abroad, they are worse than the normal lay black American there who's a slave. Please, you asked me a question. Can I answer? Can I talk?
Yeah, but
it's an impression. The majority of them live a fallacy life, the lie with imageries. go on through pictures and do not come to show how terrible their lives are. And they are pushing the rest of the world to want to believe that that's how it is. And in December, they collect $1 million from their wives and the rest. And they come here to share some diseases or fool some young girls who do not know exactly what's going on. They have become so bad that they are suffering from a superiority conflict, superiority complex. A person who traveled abroad 2 years ago comes back to Cameroon, and the next thing you start subduing some other people as if there's nothing that's coming up from this country. I've met also very wonderful people abroad. I can't name them. I've met also very wonderful people abroad. People whom you realize that, okay, these people are going to come back. The free space is not everybody that gets into that plane that's the man. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm telling you about the torments, the psychological trauma that some of these people who are very less. Each time they go on Facebook and they are talking, they feel as if their own talk is authoritative because they live in a white man's life or in a white man's house, whereas they do not tell the fact that after a certain white man's society, there is an Indian society, a Chinese society, a Black American society before an African society. They don't tell people the truth. They don't tell the people here how they struggle. They don't tell. No, you ask me a question, let the answer be that way. You get what I'm saying? They're very supportive. Some of them are very supportive. A majority of them are not. Let me tell you, what we suffer here is our currency is very low. I tell any human being, if you can make 500,000 in Cameroon per month, stay here. Abroad, if you make 2 million, the man of 500,000 will have a higher level of living than you. But if you make 2 million a month abroad, with all the bill. But it's very easy to get 2 million and come to Cameroon and shop for 1 month. Nobody tells the rest of the world what happens the 11th month, the other 11 months that you're living there. So we've got to be facing facts. Because pardon?
She says why the
who is Ethel, please?
Ethel B.
Yes.
She says why the bitterness?
In who?
From when you're talking, she said.
Is she bitter?
I know you're it's so passionate. I was
You say who is? You say Ethel? You say Ethel bitter?
No, Ethel is asking you why.
Is she a psychologist? It's bitterness from faces, or she doesn't know the difference between being serious and being bitter. I'm serious. I'm not bitter.
Two people are actually someone else has but right now I sense bitter.
Pardon?
Another person is saying. I'm echoing. Are you echoing?
No, I don't have any other phone. I can't afford 2 phones. I told you, can't afford 2 phones. Maybe it's just the network. No, let me try that bitter. I also know that some people have machines on Facebook that they type and know how bitter somebody is. I don't have that kind of machine. Me is not bitter. I'm ready for this thing to finish so that I go get fun. Bitter about what? I'm just so embarrassed. Bitter for waiting. Don't forget I'm an actor, so sometimes I'm doing drama and I exaggerate. Bitter for what?
You're just saying the truth.
Yeah, so I understand that it's another way of, oh, you bitter. Come on, take that thing for the young boys out there. One is old.
Okay, so you're being honest.
Pardon?
Okay. Ethel. That's okay. Let's
why am I not seeing the questions here myself?
You should be able to see.
Okay, I'm not seeing them.
I don't know. Just try. On the right hand side.
No, just go. What is Ethel be saying, please?
Oh no, that's fine. You will read it.
Excuse me, Sister Goretti, ask me the questions.
Yeah. So I came across.
Don't bother about impressions. For me, I choose the ones to ask. I know my society, so just ask me the questions.
So I came across and their documentary.
Yes.
And I came across
You came across the what?
The market. You did a few markets. You did
Bamenda food market,
and
Munya market,
I was just going to ask you, what inspired you? Why did you choose to on the documentary series
Those jobs were done about 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, 7 years ago.
Yeah, I was planning on doing a series of kitchens or restaurants around Cameroon. So I was doing a double job. For many years, I've been finding market prices. I actually want to do farming. I want to do a lot of poetry. So I wanted to do prices, and I could be bitter with who is abroad, but I'm so familiar with the person on the ground who goes to the farm. Those are my friends, the shoe menders, those farmers, those internally displaced. Those are my people. So I know I did all my documentaries on those kind of people, and most of those people are filled in the markets for buy and seller. So it is that's why I had my interest of going to investigate the people I trust. A lot of people have gone above. I've always gone down. So those are the people I like a lot. Those market women.
So what did you learn from that? Investors help.
I learned from them that you could have a life and happy life down there. I learned from them that you could get a lot of confidence by being what a lot of people minimize and despise. I learned from them that they would not use up low primary marketing ideas in terms of finances, because we come from the primary production sector of the world. I learned from that the hardworking people, women who have sold beans and plantains and have made medical doctors out of that.
Yes.
I learned a lot from them, simplicity. And these are the people who celebrate me the most. So open-minded, and just the fact that society has pushed the primary industry in my own country low, I decided to stand with them. So if not just that, most of my documentaries have been on the lay people on the streets. Most of my documentaries have been on the unfortunate. You would have watched more, you would have seen a lot more on handicaps, or people who have been neglected by the society. Yeah, so those are the people I spend a lot of my active journalism life with. So
that really interesting, because I saw that you were to create awareness of the people who are lower within the society. I want to in a country earlier, a few minutes, how were you recognized?
I didn't get you, please.
So this
yes.
So in a country where you're described as being bring you down,
a country where
that you in your own words you've described and bring you down. How
don't misquote me. I didn't tell you that this country brought me down. I told you that the people who are my competitors bring me down, and the majority of the people are not my competitors, so they have raised me. That's why this restaurant is full. You may hear lots of noise. There are people who are coming in as fans. They are lay people. They are not my competitors. But in the field of my competitors and the so-called oversabias, it doesn't work. So it's not the country. I love this country. I would have been with you. I would have in one of my 5 American visits or a London visit, decide to stay there.
What were you reading?
So if it's for the lay Cameroonian, which I fight for every day, for the impoverished Cameroonian that I fight for every day. You understand why I'm bitter? If I were bitter, or if I understand why I would be serious, I don't want to call it serious.
Yeah.
It's because people do not know how much it affects people when you destroy the reputation of, or you destroy human beings because you think you're in a higher status, whereas you're not in a psychological higher status.
Right.
I am an example of torture. I was refused by everybody until I became what I am, the one-man go-getter. So if I'm telling you, it's because I have passed through the society where they never paid us as MCs. They never paid me as an MC, because in a wedding they usually said, we will just allow that MC, you know, I will give you chop, give you transport. That was my pay. I was totally misused by the big names until I made names. How do we make names in Cameroon? Until they started seeing me in pictures with foreign actors. Cameroonians respect foreigners, especially people who are level. Hey, you be there with you, Mike. That's how they respect you. Then you finally win. So why do you even want me to associate with those people? But those lay people down there honor you. They started honoring me when I started radio at a very young age. They're giving me the Pandan name, the Ingwari name. That's why I decided to go low and make my things in pidgin for them. But you get these other ones, they're always there to want to push up criticism. Do you know the experiences I had during my travels? People who just come to compete with you because they know your things online. Do you know the setups that these people do? Do you know that? I mean, why? Why should it instead be the intelligentsia? Why should it be the educated people? Why should it be the people that you expect to support who are destroying? Get into any arts in this country. You put a movie out there, majority of the people you expect them to support, which could be a line of your own poverty, they go on Facebook, all of them are analysts. Cameroon has the biggest amount of analysts in Africa. They would analyze and criticize every work done by us. So if today I'm sitting here, you asked me that I was supposed to talk to a 13-year-old child, I will bitterly and frowningly tell that child that when these devils start coming behind you, put your head forward and walk on. So yes, I mean, no, I'm happy. What they call I had done a lot already. They were late. I don't concentrate on movie. I concentrate on life. When mobile money fraud became fashionable in this country, I'm the first person that started talking. I don't wait for MTN to pay me before I do the job. When COVID started, in other countries, I started talking here. So I don't wait for I deserve what I think I get. And it's because of the fact that I know that our own people, or those who call intellects, they don't care. So I always have to get back to those people out there that I care about to talk about the things that are happening to them first.
Okay, Alenne. Now that you know about Cameroon and phones and the film industry, what advice to change that mentality? How can they change them?
One single word: positivity. Positive thinking. Support falls under positivity. Truth falls under positivity. Shine. All. If you mix all, use only one word: positivity. Once you think positively, you will support. When you think positively, you will not say you will not say negative things. Once you think positively, you will look at the positive side of things. Once you think positively, you will not go and rally behind a post because somebody and start insulting somebody. Once you think positively, you will also have your own positive energy to strive and be a better person.
So positivity.
One little thing to change everything is positively. I saw a DJ. There's one thing going on online now that a DJ from Nigeria said they play 99% of Nigerian music. Cameroonians come there, they want to hear about Nigerian music. We should play our own music. When positivity comes, Cameroonians will enjoy Cameroon movie. When positivity comes, Cameroonians will enjoy Cameroon music. When positivity comes, Cameroonians will support their own. When positivity comes, nobody will be trying to find out who entered a flight or who entered a private jet. Those are things that will not be important when positivity comes. People will sit and rebrand. People will sit and support. Positivity.
Even though we preach on the woman experience, we preach preach positivity. You cannot expect the whole country to get that concept. You cannot expect the whole industry to get that same concept. I understand your point. I think that you be that positive. You need to be that for yourself first. Do you understand?
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking.
Or you're talking to them?
I'm talking to my
guest. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
At home.
Are you talking to me about positivity?
Yeah,
I got it all here.
Yeah, I'm talking to you as well. You're saying you're surrounded by all of that. I'm sure there is still room for advice. And nobody knows. You understand?
I'm not getting you too well. We are not here on an argument, are we? Or is it an interview?
No. But I'm having people. I'm trying to get people to feel like that. Hear me or what?
I'm not getting you.
And I say that. So I'm just saying that I've heard your plea about Cameroonians are and the people are negative. But we all need to that positive, which is a lot on our platform. Telling you that you say that you need to be positive.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen me go on Facebook write on your page?
No.
Have you ever seen me go on Facebook write any negative about anybody?
No.
Have you ever seen me in any group of negativity?
No.
So what positivity? No. What have you not? Excuse me, please. Have you not heard that I support everybody? So what positivity are you talking about here?
No, you're hearing me. I'm reiterating that you're talking about. And I'm saying that you need the example of that positivity. That's what I'm saying.
Excuse me. That's the question I'm asking you. That are you saying that I am negative?
No, I'm reiterating your point. Thank you. Just I'm reiterating your point.
The problem is that you're breaking there. You're breaking. That's the main problem. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why it's like for it.
Okay, maybe I get you. And yes, I have been preaching positivity, which has been the first aspect. Secondly, I am a very happy soul because the result of positivity is how internally you're beautiful, how internally you're happy. You understand? Yes. I'm one of those people whom, if I cannot say anything good about your project, I'll stay quiet. And if I understand that you cannot handle my positive criticism, I'll keep it to myself. I'm one of those people who has never gone into any post and start reading and commenting, which is negative. Even if it's positive, that's not my business. I mind my business. And yes, the people around me know that I am an extremely positive person. Because if you're not positive, you cannot even strive to get into the next project in life. So I can't go out there and start preaching or go to church and start talking positivity. I'm an example to my companies. I'm an example to the people around me. Yes. I'm a trainer to the people around me. Yes. But I cannot force it out of the people. I mean, this is the media. We are talking about positivity, which means I'm trying to help in one way or the other to make people think that it's going to be positive. So nobody can push me. And even if they finally push, it will be your business because I already know who I am and I'm happy for being positive.
And
it's very difficult. And nobody, it's very, once in my life, let me tell you, I've gone through depression twice from negativity, from people who sit and create stories. Before I became this hammer, before I became this, what you call confident or what, it is because I have been broken down twice. Then I finally realized, after lots of other people, psychologists talk to me, that you are great, that's why it happened, that's why it happened. That's why I decided to let other people understand that it can only happen because you're great. And so tell them some of the times on your faces, you go be positive. Because all of us know that now when Monday onto a bet, now in a pillow, they calculate a problem. Sure. What they do here to destroy is not what is actually happening in life. What is happening in the life is your head blended with your soul before you sleep. Some people add stomach there, that if you've not eaten. By the way, you look so pretty this night, and I'm saying the network is better now.
Thank you.
Yes.
This note, and on the last I'm echoing. Enjoyed it as much. But I'm gonna have you.
Pardon?
We're gonna end on this.
Yes.
The positivity.
Yes.
But I'm gonna have you back on your chair. I feel like the internet didn't do us so much more that I wanted to really talk for one. So I'm definitely going to get if there's any fun to get to our audience.
Thank you very much. You know, tonight we're doing fish at the restaurant. So you're in Cameroon and you're watching. Come. Above here is a snack. And tonight is going to be hot. I can't rush without talking business.
No, Derek. We're going to talk.
Today we have a fish night.
Yeah.
And we have a club night. It's weekend. And we're following the rules 2 meters away from each other and nose mask. So that's just it. I'm very happy we spoke. It's been a long time I took an interview, because sometimes some of these interviews are setups. Immediately you brought yours, I said yes. Some of them are just setups. Some people who want to raise, either they take your popularity to build theirs, and they want to do it in a negative way. And when you don't do it, they start. Ma'am, you don't know what we have gone through. You don't just know what we have gone through.
It's meant you. To face all these challenges. So somebody wants to know about. Ask him about the cooking. The last thing we talk about, why are they more than female chefs?
Come again, please.
Why are there more than female chefs?
That I would not know, and I would not know, but I know that the women are the better cooks. It's just because they don't want to be exposed in the public. So they are cooking for the husband, especially, again, that our mentality thing, you know, I'll always come to fight. I cook most of the time for Ingwari because both of us are busy. But in our own mentality, you know, they say the woman should go to the kitchen. So it has made them to be very powerful cooks. Now, me becoming a chef first was to help Ingwari in the kitchen. Secondly, is because my appetite is different. I mean, I don't have a favorite meal. I could want to indole within the next 2 hours, so I'll cook it. Then I may hate Aero tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, I like Aero. So I realized that bothering a lot my Ingwari to do this, and within 2 minutes I change it, I should learn how to cook my stuff. Secondly, I knew that by this age I wouldn't be too busy. And I know that Ingwari will be busy. So I should be the first one to get retirement and take care of the family. I'm that nice. So that the woman, I'm a free person, you could do your things, and you make sure when you come home there's food. It all started by me doing it at home, and later on, I realized something about show business. I realized that a lot of my fans wanted to support me, but could not support me. They would support me each time I want to raise funds for some sick person, or in those days when, So I realized that when you become popular, you need to sell something, you need to have a brand. And the only thing that could be associated to my popularity I could sell is food, because that's the thing I would know. Now, I'm not a designer. I would have sold dresses. I'm not a makeup artist. So I decided to build something to get my fans together, and that's what exactly is happening. So a lot of people don't just come for the fancy of the food. They come because it's me who is cooking.
They come to me.
Yeah. That one, this one is the lounge now. This one is positive thinking. This one is positive thinking. Like you ask, positive is not just words, it's action. That's a hall we'll build upstairs that can take 150 people for comedy nights. If I weren't be positive, I would have been jealous of these new beautiful comedians that are far better than me. I did my comedy. I want them to do their comedy. It's for them. I did my movies. I want them to launch their movies. I played my piano. I want them to play their piano. That's open-mindedness. It's positivity. It's more of action than words. So just think in one spot for the entertainers that we are looked upon as less. You come there, you eat, you in a VIP, you eat fish in VIP, you eat food in VIP. Then you go upstairs, you drink with respect. Over there, everywhere is Cameroonian stars. I didn't put foreign stars, apart from Salignolo, not Salignolo, I had Angelique Kidjo, but the rest inside are local stars. Meaning I am open-minded and I'm thinking positive. Yes, which is more of action. And I guess after the coronavirus, a lot of people will come to visit what we've done here. Each time people come here, they are marveled of what we've done above the building here. So so that's it. And I will give you an advice to those 13 years old that they should not think about the money is not coming soon. They should build a fame. I used to be a very broke guy, and I was called Crepe Joe. Crepe Joe means finished man in Bonaberi by my friends, because I was building a popularity that I can sell anything today. So now, getting back to the food, you can build a popularity which is a positive popularity and use it to do other things and make money. I'm doing a restaurant today, not because I'm doing this snack today. People don't come here to eat food. Some come to look at my face. Some come to take pictures. Some come to support me because I did comedy and they laughed. I am that old father who is dancing. That song is what? Jonathan or what? I am. When I want to get out of this, there's this comedy I did recently is madness. I look at it as madness, but when I want to do it, I've got to do it for my fun. Now, some of these people, when business is not moving, you need to go and do one of those beautiful comedies. It will entice your fans. They will come back to the restaurant. They will drop out some of their pride. They will dance the stupid dance with you. And to me, that's how life is supposed to be. Extremely simple, so simple. And you move along in this life and you start going to where you're supposed to be. Be happy. You make it in a moderate way. Like you have come here. When we say VIP, it's not for special people. It's for everybody. You see, Salatiel is meeting his fans at this kitchen. That's where they snap their pictures. Goretti, you got here that day. They took you where you snap your pictures. We needed this in Cameroon, where the stars have to meet with their fans. Becoming a star does not mean that you are above the rest of the world, because all of us get home and we suffer. Some of us don't eat. Some of us are broke. The one we get on Facebook will show you the best. So the best thing we would have done is getting this kind of a mix-up area where people come and sit and they have an exchange with their superstars. So that's one important thing we should not forget. That's all. You do not, now you're talking about B. I've seen B now. B is my sister. Ethel, I didn't know that's the one we're talking. B is my sister. B can tell you my life. It's not been easy. B can tell you when I played piano in Ayaba Hotel during the school party days. B can tell you the MCs were the last people to be paid, if we were paid at all. I have been one of the highest insulted Anglophone. They called me lazy. They called me lost. They called me lumpent, because I followed this business that I think is lucrative. So at a certain point, I had to drift from those people who thought that teaching English in here or going to NAM would be the best thing in cake, to prove that I can also lead in entertainment. So you see, sometimes to tell the rest of the world that you don't need to go to Bush to succeed. You don't need to fall into the United States to succeed. You can also stay in your own country and build people and employ people. They are moving here as we're talking. And I'm happy to see this amount of people we've employed. That's the TV project you just showed there. I'm happy to see the amount of people we've employed. I'm happy to see these girls who came here last year, and all of them have their homes today. I'm happy to come here every day and realize that we have not been able to sack any person since we started. And we have 15 in staff. I'm happy to get all these things. And to me, that's positive thinking. If I change only these 15 people that I have here today, it's good for me. If everybody takes 15 and change, then we'll have 30, 100 people will have 150. Sorry, 10 people will have 150 change.
Okay. Because I don't want to talk. Thank you so much. We're definitely gonna have.
I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Remember the days we used to come to chase you and your sister at a Lady of Lourdes. You can tell them my story, please. Before you became fun, you tell them my story. It's not bonbon. It has not been bonbon. There's been a journey from moving on foot from Tarikon to Fonja Street to get my best friend's shirt, like you donuts, and wear it because I want to appear at the Yaba Hotel to play piano in the night and be insulted in the morning and be looked upon like a loser. It's not been bonbon. It's not been it. But go and pick up my brother's cashmere shirt somewhere at go to Gustav's house at Bali Park to get a shirt, prepare it, because maybe I come from a broke home and I'm preparing for a show in the night. It's not been bonbon. When you get up, and that particular aspect wasn't even the bad part. Is when the society turns their back behind you, and they used, you know how they used to call us? That Alenne their thing, that their film industry, that their music. They make money. I was embarrassed by one girl in Yaoundé. I'll never forget it. I went to do a wedding as MC. That girl got, they gave me a
I think the internet is saying, okay, you guys need to redo this conversation. But anyway, Alenne, if you do come back, let me know. But guys, honestly, it's 9:30. This is one of our longest conversations. But I'm so glad we're able to have this. And I think, Goretti, your place is there, mommy. Nothing to you. Okay, you're back, Alenne.
Let me. I'm almost losing power here. I was embarrassed. I went to do a wedding for Elvis guy. They gave me a special seat. There's this lady who comes from a bigger, wealthier home. They came and put their friend there, and I came to sit. That girl asked me in front of them. This when I MC when I work I do so they pay now. Those are the things that pushed me, and those are the things that made me better.
They make you.
I want to find out where they are. Say because you be there for this, you be bad at people they are MC because that way from maybe they married now you talk. Now the man married. So this is all that they talk. So how would they earn a living? They pay una. All those things are in my memory. That's why when some of the times you ask me MC, I say a million, and they joke when I remember those things. I do it either for free or you pay me good money. If it's Goretti's celebration, if you're coming in for your wedding celebration, yeah, I will do it for free. If I suspect you are one of those people who are laughing at me, the other person will pay your bill. I will bill double. You need my face on your occasion, you know what you're getting.
Oh. Thank you, Alenne. I know this happening. Those many days in your life.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah. I learned one thing from you. I've also always had this problem. People say when I'm talking, I'm wearing a bitter face. When I'm talking, if I were doing comedy, I'll give you a comedy face. Now I am serious.
Yeah.
I'm not bitter, I'm serious.
And we understand. So thank you. Thank you guys so much. It was a wonderful conversation.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care. Yeah. Passes business time today.
Guys, I'm not gonna talk. Hold on. Now I'm not echoing anymore. So it came from Cameroon. Oh dear. It's Cameroon. Anyway, guys, I'm so happy that you guys stayed. Like, thank you so much for not hanging up, because it ended up being we've had almost 45 minutes of Alenne, and he riled up some feathers, but I think that he spoke the truth. We have a problem in the community. The earlier we acknowledge that, the better for our community. We don't support each other. Clothe it in whatever garments you want. That's the truth. We do not support each other. I blame it on Paul Biya's or the Cameroon government's way of ruling, this divide and rule, where they broke us down, even among us Anglophones, they broke it into Bamenda and Southwest, or Northwest and Southwest, and even within that, they tried to divide us between 99 cents and whatever. That, I feel, for me personally, I think that's one of the reasons why we are where we are today. But we are exposed, we are traveled. And yes, we can criticize as much as we criticize, but if you look around the economies, if you look around the communities that support each other, they don't come to your own and say, oh, because it's done by Cameroonian, let me criticize it to the people. No, they buy it for buying sake. And I've had this conversation so many times where people say, why am I just going to support because it's a Cameroonian? Yes, just do that. Support because it's Cameroonian. It won't kill you to support your own, because if we keep supporting, then we bring the money within the community, then we grow, and then the people who we didn't think did well, they would learn, they will improve on their craft, and then we have that community that we are sitting and envying from others. We have a problem. We really do have a problem. We do not support each other. For that, I support Alenne, and we really need to start some kind of campaign, some Buy Cameroon campaign, some Support Cameroon campaign, or whatever. But we really need to, because there's a problem that we need a complete total mental shift, which we really do. On that, I'm not scolding anybody, I'm just expressing myself. But I agree with Alenne on that. For the entertainment industry, hey, we are here. This is the GORETTI experience. We continue to build the woman experience. Let's just call it the GORETTI experience. This is the woman experience. We're here to just build, to support each other, to share our experiences, to learn. Alenne has shared his heart to us today. He's shared, I'm sure, some of the most painful things that he's been through to be able to get to where he is today. And I think that a lot of us have resonated with him, and we understand his pain and we understand his struggle. And I'm sure a lot of us would see him differently henceforth. And I really appreciate that. Like Michelle Obama always says, and with something which I hold very dear, your story is your power. And what we do here is to use our stories to empower, to inspire each other. That's just what we do at the Woman Experience. I am so thankful for all of you who stayed. Definitely, Bate, we're going to have Alenne another day. But I'm so grateful for all of you who stayed. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Our guest is not from Cameroon, so hopefully the internet will be a lot better and we'll be able to. But the conversations that we wanted to have with Alenne today that we didn't get to have, we're certainly going to get him back on. But I thank you, and I hope you guys have a lovely, 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 lovely weekend. And if you have any other questions to ask me, just send me an email. Like I say, always slide in my DM. But thank you guys. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening, and see you on Wednesday evening. Bye. Oh, before I go, don't forget, please like my page, the GORETTI Experience page on Facebook and the GORETTI Experience on YouTube. Please subscribe on the YouTube channel, the GORETTI Experience. Please like the Facebook page, the GORETTI Experience. I will appreciate you if you did. And for those who have done, thank you so much and have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.